2008. And, right now, I mean, I think with everything that's going on today, we're on the brink of a economic collapse, right? So I wasn't prepared before, right? I wasn't prepared, and it's when you're not prepared, I mean, you get caught out of bounds, you get caught slipping, right? And I got caught slipping, back in 2008, Ms. Watkins, and I remember losing things at that time, having to, take my family through something like that, is not something that you want to do, because as a man, as a provider, you want to be that person that's able to overpromise and overdeliver, right? You don't want to be that person that overpromises and underdelivers. So, why? I mean, mainly you want to get your family out of harm's way. And not just from what's happening right now, but just from any type of situation that could occur. I mean, just companies not needing your services anymore. I mean, just being able to have that true time freedom to go out there and do the things that you desire to do. It's just one of those things that is just a must, Ms. JP Watkins. And, that's why I'm so excited about doing this Zoom on today, because we want to help more people understand why they need to work from home. So that's why. So you don't have yourself in harm's way. And more importantly, people that's attached to you. Ms. Watkins?
I want somebody to comment in the chat below. It just makes sense. If you are understanding, it just makes sense. Comment in the chat below. We don't want you to comment out loud. We want you to comment in the chat. Let me make sure that I've muted all the lines, because I have some people shouting out. But we want you to comment in the chat, because we need everybody to put your thinking caps on and get ready to hear this information. We're going to share with you what I experienced 5 years ago. And what I experienced 5 years ago was walking into my job, April the 4th of 2014. I guess that's almost 6 years now. And my boss said, we no longer need your services. And I was let go. But how many people, as Coach Rollins said today, are being told, we no longer need you? How many people are being told that don't show up? We don't have hours for you. We don't have work for you. There's tons of people out there, guys, who are not able to report to work because of the national crisis right now. I experienced that, guys, long ago, and I decided I would no longer put my future in anyone else's hands. I decided that if it was going to be, it's up to me. So I want you to think about financial freedom. What does that mean for you? Our founder and CEO, Mr. Donald Bradley, told me, if you could design it, what would that look like? And guys, I'm telling you, whatever you're making per year, imagine if you were making it per month. How would that change the game? What about personal freedom? Personal freedom means you can work in your PJs. A lot of people are working from their PJs today, and that's their prerogative. They don't have to deal with rush hour traffic. They don't have to deal with the dangers of possibly going into infected environments. They don't have to deal with corporate politics. Guys, personal freedom means you do it how you want to do it. And time freedom means smash the alarm clock. Wake up when you're finished sleeping, go to bed when you're tired. No one is giving you a schedule. I see far too many people over the age of 18 who are classified as adults who have no control over their schedule or their time. Time freedom means you take back the control. Now you're in charge. And that's why I say design. You have the ability to design it. You have the power to design it. My mentor and coach, the founder of the company, said, you are the architect. You hold the paintbrush. And I didn't know, no one ever gave me that kind of control. For 20 years in corporate, people told me fall in line. But here I got to say, okay, these are the hours I'm working. In fact, I called Miss Cindy Brueggemann, Mr. Philip Rollins. I said, hey, do you guys want to get together and do a webinar tomorrow at 12 noon? They said, sure, let's do it. Guess what? We determined that because we're the designers. So we're going to show you how to earn more, save more, travel more, and experience more. Guys, let me tell you why travel is the hottest industry right now. I know you may be saying, Ms. Watkins, nobody's traveling right now. Well, that is true to a certain extent. Tickets are at an all-time low. There are people who are grabbing those flights right now at bottom prices, because as soon as they lift those travel bans, they're gone. People have travel in their blood, in their system. They're experiencing cabin fever. And what do you think they're going to do as soon as they can go? They are going on somebody's booking engine, somebody's website, and they're going to travel. So if you don't have a .com, you have a .com. You're not going to participate in the travel boom that's on the other side of this. So we're going to show you how to build those networks so that you have residual coming in every single day. No matter what is going on, you have residual to fall back on. And we're also going to show you how there's secrets. There's secrets to the travel industry, and we're going to share those secrets. And guess who showed those secrets to me? Again, our founder and CEO, Mr. Donald Bradley. He told me that, you know, there's trillions of dollars being generated. And here's the thing about $1 trillion. Guys, you don't need $1 trillion to get rich. Most of us only need a cool million. You could stick your knife in that pie. You don't need a whole slice. Just the icing would get us filthy rich. And he showed me how to slice a piece of that pie. He's been a multi-millionaire for many decades. And guys, one of the things that I love is that he has been able to impart the entrepreneurial spirit in thousands of people who doors have been shut on. Many people who've never been told, you can do it, you can be your own boss. Most employers don't want us to know that we can be our own boss because they don't want you to leave them. You bring too much talent to the table in their company. So they don't want you to use your talent for yourself. Mr. Bradley said, Ms. Watkins, you have talent and ability, but you're not monetizing it. And I thought about that and I said, wow, how do I monetize it? Well, guys, he knew his power. He knew he could help people, and he's monetizing it through all of us. The 57,000 people. In 4 years, we're now 57,000 strong. In 4 years' time, we're now in over 22 countries. And in 4 years' time, ladies and gentlemen, we've been able to impact the lives of people through the industry of travel. And we're just getting started. He has an amazing leadership team. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And Andy Compton and Leanne Treckler, when I tell you brilliant minds, people who know how to train, coach, and develop. Mr. Andy Compton has been instrumental why we are debt-free as a company. And Ms. Leanne Treckler makes sure that we all get paid, not just on time, many times we're paid early. And rounding out our leadership team is none other than Mr. James Ferrara. He is a wonderful president and co-founder of IntelliTravel. And they're the ones who innovated the idea of the home-based travel agent. They're the ones that are bringing people back home, empowering people like you and I to be our own CEOs from home. He came up with that idea many years ago. And so, ladies and gentlemen, they've been around for over 27 years, licensed and bonded, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Tons of awards and recognition, many different vendors from around the world. So when you join us, you don't have to establish new relationships. You don't need to call Marriott and say, hey, my name is Stephanie Atwater Kelly. I'm new to travel. Can I be a partner? No. IntelliTravel's done that for you. They already have established these relationships with major vendors. So you work under the IATA of the company, that ARC number. These are all credentials. These are all of our classifications. And so you have those relationships already established through this amazing company. So I want you to think about this. As people are booking these rock bottom, rates and trips, who are they booking it through? Guys, every time somebody books, there is a commission generated. So I don't care if somebody is booking a trip for Christmas, right? I don't care if they're booking it for 2021. Someone got a commission when those transactions are happening, okay? When those people take their trips and return, people are getting paid. So did you know that they were already booked inside of your vacations? Guys, this is how fascinating it is. Travel is more than just plane rides. We're talking about family reunions. We're talking about destination weddings, church retreats, business retreats. There are people who travel for business. They don't even have a choice. They gotta go. There are people who not only travel traditionally, but there are concerts, comedy shows, plays. We actually have a relationship with goldentickets.com where if you are going and you enjoy entertainment, buy that entertainment from yourself through your portal. So there's so many endless possibilities you can get paid. Also, again, trillions of dollars, 8 trillion to be exact, is generated every single year. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know it's projected to 15 trillion in the next decade? The number one most researched word on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5. And guys, who do you think is driving it? The baby boomers, the millennials. One group of people are retiring and one group of people are fresh hitting the scene. They understand the power of the internet. They want to see the world. So now you have a generation called Generation Z. They're even younger than the millennials. Guys, they are not waiting. They are traveling the world. So who's getting a piece of that pie? Again, it needs to be you. Every single one of us has one of these, a smartphone. You may even be looking at this Zoom from your smartphone today. What if this was the only tool you needed to generate income? 6 figures from home. No, you don't have to go and purchase a fax machine anymore, a scanner, a printer. These are all things that we thought we needed to work from home. You don't. All you need is a smartphone and you're in business. So guys, let's show you the money. I know somebody's saying, show me the money. Well, 70 to 80% commission is what IntelliTravel will pay you. If they're going to receive $1,000 commission for the work that you performed, they're going to pay you 70% of that, $700. They're going to keep 30%. Now, if you are a big booker, you're booking over $5,000 in travel, guess what? They're going to give you a higher percentage if you're doing more. But here's the beauty of it. I always tell people in 2020, if you don't have a .com, you have a .com. You're not participating, right, Mr. Rollins? Everybody's online. The internet is the game changer. And do you have a .com to push people to? If the answer is no, you're grossly behind. You must take the time to understand IntelliTravel is going to empower you with a website today. They're going to give you your own .com today. And guess what? We're not going to leave you out there to just figure it out. We'll train you, coach you, and develop you. There are IntelliTravel University, Planet Marketing University. So there are systems in place to train you, coach you, and develop you, helping you to be profitable in this business. In fact, IntelliTravel has their own conventions. Mr. Rollins said, I've never seen a company whose product had their own conventions, but we do. Let me give you some examples because Miss Cindy Brueggemann, this young lady has been working from home for many different years, for a long time. And she was one of those individuals when she got started, let me see the money. So guys, if somebody's going to your .com, that's called pillow money. You're asleep, they're booking, you don't have to be present. Leverage income, passive income, pillow money, write all that down. And if somebody is booking 3 times a month, you could be looking at $151 in commission for someone doing it without your presence. Again, guys, that's one example. Another example, if somebody is golfing and they ask you to help put together this golf, looking $274 in commission. Make sure you look down and make sure you're muted, guys, because I do hear a little background noise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's give you another example. What about a honeymoon? Somebody who has butler service that they want. Once you get butler service, you never go back to regular service. You always want a butler. $561 in commission. And let's look at what does it mean to cruise as a insider, not as an outsider. Well, guys, you're looking at $2,240 for putting together a family reunion that could be happening in 2021. So it doesn't matter when you do it, guys, you're going to get paid whenever those people come back. So I'm going to break down to you how fun it is to be educated. Education, ladies and gentlemen, is the key. And many of us go to a lot of boring office meetings where we need 5 cups of coffee to stay awake, right? Not here. You're going to be able to be educated on the beaches of the world. Why is that, Ms. Watkins? Well, because you get to take fam trips or familiarization trips. So now everybody's looking at these cheap trips that are going on. We have access to those all year. This is nothing new to travel professionals. We get to take Montego Bay, $99. This is just what we do. That's per person. 4 nights, Montego Bay. What about Disney? Disney for 3 nights, $399. And guys, you can take a guest with you. Take somebody with you. We call this market research because you need to be educated for your clients. This is even a fam trip they offer on a cruise ship. 7 nights, $399, ocean view, $559 balcony. Ladies and gentlemen, these are rock bottom prices. And why do you think they want you at their particular resort, ship, whatever? Because they know if you have a good time, you're going to tell everybody that you know you're going to book for that property. So that's why they want to hook you up. That's why they want to earn your business. Now, there are a couple of guarantees. I love the confidence that IntelliTravel has. IntelliTravel says, try me. Anybody like people who are so confident, they say, try me? My mentor, Mr. Bradley, told me when I started, Miss Watkins, if you follow my leadership, you'll make more money than you've ever made in your life. I said, okay, sir, I'll try you. And he has not disappointed. So I'm going to tell you, try IntelliTravel. They are saying, book with your client within 7 days. If they find something cheaper, IntelliTravel will meet or beat those prices in IntelliTravel bucks. So they know that if it's apples to apples, they're going to have those best rates, okay? They also say within 30 days, if you come and drive it from the inside, you are doing your homework, you're doing your certifications, you're becoming acclimated as a travel professional. And you say, you know what? It's not what it's cracked up to be. I no longer want to be a travel professional. They will refund your investment from IntelliTravel. They also say within 12 months, if you don't make or save what you invested into this business, IntelliTravel will refund you the difference in your investment. And most of you who are traditional business owners know there is no guarantee in business. This is the first time I've ever seen a business there be guarantees. But even better than travel being so strong and so powerful, the team building is really what got me into this business. When I tell you that I have now on my team 9,800 people who, regardless of what's going on today, they are not quitting their travel business at all because they understand what's happening in the future. What does that mean for me and my family? That means that this company will still pay me for the team that I've built. They will pay me residually every week, every month, as my team is working together. So when Mr. Bradley said to me, Ms. Watkins, you're working hard, not smart, I said, I gotta work smarter, and that's building a network. The first call that I made was to this gentleman, because I knew, Mr. Bradley said, if you could have a dream team, who would be on that team? I said, Philip Rollins, because he is a champion. We like to call him the people's champ. He is very bold. He's not afraid to make moves. He's not afraid to fight for his family and others. And I love his spirit of boldness. I love his go-getter attitude. And again, that's why he's a 4-star director, a top performer, and a six-figure earner, a six-figure maker. We like to call him Coach P. Mr. Philip Rollins, do I have you on the Zoom?
Yes, you definitely have me on the Zoom. How you doing this afternoon?
I am fired up. We have over 100 people from all over the world who are fired up about working from home. Why does it make sense, Coach Rollins?
Ms. Watkins, I mean, the signs are written all over the wall right now. I mean, it's, you know, what's happening in society, you know, worldwide. And it's not, you know, like normally, you know, you have a region that's affected by a disaster, but like now you got the entire planet that's affected by a disaster. So, I mean, it just makes sense because, like, you know, I'm just going to keep saying, you know, not only get yourself out of harm's way, but you want to get your family out of harm's way. So it just makes total sense to have a home-based business, right? I mean, think about it. You know, if you lock that home for, you know, 3 to 4 weeks, Ms. Watkins, and not able to go to work, and not everybody is on salary. So some people, right, some people are not going to get paid. And one thing that I know is that the bills are not going to stop, right? The bills are not going to stop. They're not going to slow down. They, you know, they're still going to call and they're going to want their money. So, you know, that's why these things are created. And that's how you have economic collapse, Ms. Watkins. So that's why right now everybody should be running to go out here and get a home-based business. So we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about, you know, two types of income this afternoon. We're going to talk about leverage income as well as residual income. And Ms. Watkins, one thing I do know, you either build a network or you're a part of somebody else's network. And tonight we're going to show you how to make an investment. And a lot of people, you know, they don't look at it like that. And you know, I understand Ms. Watkins done an amazing job on travel. But guess what? This is that income that you can create, that you can sit at home for 3 months and it's still going to find you, right? So the first income we're going to talk about is leverage income, Ms. Watkins. And you can make a direct sale over here and earn a $50 bill every time you help somebody open up their travel business, right? Now, I know you may be thinking, I know good and well, they didn't invite me over here today to talk about $50, right? But we're talking about being able to get unlimited $50 bills. And think about this one here, because we have a 50% check match on everybody that you personally bring to the table. And I'm pretty sure somebody looking in today has helped somebody get a job and you didn't get anything for it. I know, think about it like this. I know you help more people get a job if you was able to get a 50% match on their yearly salary, right? Think about that for a bit, on their yearly salary. So for example purposes, let's just say I brought in, you know, Miss Jasmine, right? The company gave me a $50 bill. Now, Miss Jasmine, she went out there and she brought in Miss Tiffany. She got her own $50 bill. But guess what? Had not I referred Jasmine, the company won't know Tiffany. So guess what? When she make a $50 bill, I make $25, right? We talking about unlimited. And they got some people in the organization that brought in over 100 people, and somebody got a $25 bill for every person that they brought to the table. Now, the team bonuses, that's a game changer, Ms. Watkins. I'll get into that here in a minute. But it's no limit on direct sales matches on team bonuses, and we get paid upfront commission each and every week. Now, we do have this thing set up like the Olympics, right? We have it set up bronze, silver, and gold. Now, I know everybody wants to go out there and be a gold, but bronze is actually the most important position inside of the company, because we know that everybody can go out there and get 3 people involved in this amazing opportunity. Then you become a bronze builder, and after bronze is silver. At silver builder, that's when you help 6 people get started. Now, as a gold builder, that's when you went out there and you brought 9 people to the table, guys. You became a gold builder and you unlock every way that we get paid over here. Remember, I was telling you about those team bonuses. Well, that's where you unlock the first $10 bill in team bonuses. And Ms. Watkins, you know, I'm not knocking corporate America, but what I am going to say is that one of the things that kind of upset me when it came to corporate America is when they brought me in for that yearly review, right? They brought me in for that review, Ms. Watkins, and they was talking about percentages, and I said we needed to be talking about dollars. So could you imagine, as a gold builder, you gave yourself a $10 raise? Ms. Bergerman, I think that's pretty powerful, because you can get a couple more of those $10 bills. Also, you get a 10% match on everybody that you personally bring to the table. Whatever they earn in commission, you get 10%. So if they make a $10,000 commission check, you earn $1,000, right? Also, you get 10% match on the matrix commission, and we're going to talk about that right here. And this is why I want everybody to pay very, very close attention, right? Because you may not get profit shares on your job, but this is going to be the opportunity for you to participate in profit shares. And it's a true team build. And this is where I like to believe that we create our own economy. See, no matter what we do, like Ms. Watkins says, she has an organization of over 9,000 people. I know Ms. Cindy Briggerman has thousands of people inside of her organization with the largest team in the UK. So could you imagine she's getting paid in foreign currencies that's being transitioned back into US currency, guys? So this is a 3x9 team build matrix, and I like to refer to it as the economy equalizer. Now, what we're going to do is get a $4 bill for everybody that hits it, no matter if you put them there or not, as long as you do your part. It takes 2 people to unlock the first 2 levels, but everybody can go out there and get 3. You became a bronze builder. 27 can fit on that level. Ms. Boogerman, the potential payout is $156. They have somebody today that could pay a bill for that $156 coming into their household each and every month. You can see it goes down to level 6. 729 can fit on that level. That's why our silver builders reside at. $4,300 in residual income on the 10th of every month. Gold builders go all the way down to level 9, 19,000 can fit on that level. Potential payout is $118,000 a month in residual income. And Ms. Bergerman, we could be locked up into our homes for the next 90 days. And guess what? That check is going to roll on the 10th of every month, no matter what. And that's, like I say, that's what we call a wealth strategy. And if you don't have a wealth strategy, you want to borrow our wealth strategy today until you get one, right? You also get a 10% match on everybody that you personally bring to the table. Now, this is bonus money. This is our director program right here. When you go out there and you become a 1-star director, that means you have an organization of 100 active ITA agents. At that point, you're going to get a $500 bonus at the beginning of every month. Yeah, if you're looking in this thing, once you type bonus into the chat, right? After that, it's 2-star director team size, 300 active ITA agents. At that point, you're going to receive a $1,000 bonus at the beginning of every month. $1,000 at the beginning of every month just to get your month started, guys. And then you get another $10 team raise. So at that point, you're bringing in $40 of team bonuses. Now, I want you to think, well, you're bringing in $30 in team bonuses. I want you to think about this here for a minute, Ms. Bergerman, because it took me about 2 weeks to totally get this here. But when I got it, I said, I won't rest until I get some bonus money. So as a 2-star director, think about this here. Every time you bring somebody, every time your organization grows, right? Could you imagine getting a $30 bill? That's $300 for the week. And if you did that 4 times in the 1 month, guess what? That's $1,200 just in $10 bills. After that is 3-star director, team size 500 active ITA agents. At that point, you're going to receive a $2,000 bonus at the beginning of every month. Remember, this is bonus money that they're going to pay out to you on the first 72 hours of every month. Then you get another $10 team raise. Now you're getting $40 in team bonuses. After that, 4-star director, team size 1,500 active ITA agents. That's where me, myself, and Ms. Bergerman reside, and that's a $5,000 bonus at the beginning of every month. $60,000 a year in bonus money. Like, I don't care what state you live in. I had to pause right there, Ms. Boogie, because I don't care what state you live in. $60,000 a year is not average income in any state in America, and we got people that's getting it in bonus money over here. Are you kidding me? And then the company gives us another $10 team bonus, so now we're making $50. Those same 10 people, that becomes $500 for the week, right? And then times 4, that's $2,000 a month just in $10 bills, right? And that's on the minimum. Now the next one is 5-star director. This is where Miss J.P. Watkins reside at. She's a 5-star director, organization well over 4,000 active agents worldwide. Could you imagine start your month off with a $10,000 bonus just to get your month started?
Hi.
Steven.
That's a 6-figure income just in bonus money on top of all the other ways that we talk about you get paid. Remember, this is just one way. Then she get she gets $60 every time somebody hits an organization up into the next gold builder. Those same 10 people that become 600 for the week. Guys, you got to really understand what's taking place here, because wealth is being created. We got 6-star director. That's a team of 10,000 people right now. We have not 1 but 2 6-star directors. Both of these gentlemen start their month off with a $16,000 bonus at the beginning of every month.
And a new lady.
Oh, but you know what? Now we got 3, and we got our first female, right, 6-star director who starts her month off, Miss Natalie Graham, who starts her month off, right, with $16,000 at the beginning of every month. Now, somebody looking in today said that could pay all my bills and I'll have some change, right? It goes all the way down to 9-star director. That's a $100,000 bonus at the beginning of every month. And guys, that's going to happen, right? That's going to happen. Well, that's my time. Now I got to bring up my sister in success. I mean, she's just killing this entire industry of network. She's a giant in the industry. Let me just put that out there, right? She wears the sapphire ring for right now. She's moments away from going out there and getting that $250,000 income ring. That means she's going to earn over $20,000 from home, right? So she's safe, right? She doesn't have to go out there and deal with anything. She's absolutely safe. Guys, she's the number 15 income earner out of over 57,000 people worldwide. She has the largest team in the UK, guys. Do I have my sister in success? Miss Cindy Brookerman, did you make it to the line?
I'm here, Mr. Rollins. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here, you guys. This Saturday, you guys have packed this out. I'm excited to share with you. You know, when I first heard about this business, I was on a cruise ship. Honestly, my very first cruise, my husband and I were talking about how can we live on a cruise ship without working on one. We just absolutely loved it, and we wanted to be on one always. So I looked at Facebook, and one of my friends had posted that she's joining this travel business. And I was like, tell me more. And she just told me a little bit, and I said, sign me up. She told me that I could have got paid to go on that cruise. I'm like, what? I could have came home to a paycheck. I said, I'm never cruising again without getting paid. But then I went and seen a presentation like this. Miss Watkins was there from Texas in Ohio that weekend, and I went and seen this presentation. And when she showed that matrix, and yes, I'm seeing the comments in the chat, this is the most aggressive compensation plan. Wow, this is amazing. Yes, that was my thoughts exactly when I seen that matrix. I looked at that and I said, $4 per person per month. Wow, this could change our life. And it has done exactly that. It has changed my family's life in the last 3 years, producing over a six-figure income, multiple six-figure income for our family. And it's just been absolutely amazing. Let me go ahead and share with you this presidential ring and Rolex program is absolutely wonderful. They like to recognize you for achievements, and this is one of our spectacular programs. This is when you are on track to making a six-figure income, you are presented with a sapphire ring. When you're making $8,333 a month, that means you're on track to making six figures. Okay, you get a $250,000 ring you get the ruby ring when you're on track to making a $250,000, okay? And then a diamond ring when you're on track to making $500,000, and a double diamond ring when you're on track to making $1 million. And once you become a 5-star director, which our very own Miss JP Watkins gets to show off her Rolex watch, you get a Rolex watch that signifies you're a 5-star director. So all of this hardware right here has been presented to somebody in the company, which is absolutely outstanding within 4 years. Our company's 4 years old, guys, and every single piece of this hardware has been presented. So exciting. The evidence is being created. So I love that we put our income disclosure right here in our presentation, because a lot of companies will tell you what they make, but they don't show you. And I absolutely love this because it breaks it down to the different categories of every level, the high, low, and the average. And then it shows how many months each category the people have been in. But I like to point out the 1-star directors. You guys, if you look at the 1-star director, $20,000 a year, the average 1-star director. Okay, Mr. Rollins told you that a 1-star director has a team collectively of 100 people. Okay, that is very doable. And I like to say probably 95% of our people in our business that are 1-star directors do this part-time. Okay, they do this part-time on top of their full-time job. This is their plan B, but making an average of an extra $20,000 a year. Okay, think about that. Okay, what do you got to do on your job to make an extra $20,000 a year? All right, double it. Okay, 300 people in your organization. You are more than doubling to $50,000. When I joined this, I said I need $5,000 to $6,000 a month as quick as possible. My sponsor says go 2-star director, and that is the average of what a 2-star director makes. $4,000 to $6,000 and an average of $50,000 a year. I could quit my job with that. I was able to, quit the corporate world and comfortably live at home, but I didn't want to stop there, right? So we went on up to 4-star director, but look at the #1 income earner, over $1 million within 4 years of the business, $1 million. So if you want to get a copy of this, you can get a copy of this from the person that sent you here. So this is the Planet Marketing Pledge. I love this because this was not in place when I joined the business. Just my very first convention, they announced it. There was not a dry eye in the place. But as you know, your business is going to go on with or without you, okay? Your business is going to go on with or without you. This is in our bylaws. As a Planet Marketing Director, you can feel secure knowing that in the event of your death, the Planet business you've built is going to outlast you. Okay, your family will still receive your Planet Marketing commissions, your director pay, director bonuses, all those streams of income, your monthly residual income. Those $4 are going to build year after year after year. So your family is still going to receive that. You can leave your family a will and not a bill. So we definitely are a turnkey business. We have all the tools that you need to be able to work from home, okay, work from anywhere. And, Mr. Rollins told you that I have one of the largest teams in the UK, over 3,000 people in the UK in my organization. I could have never have done that without this being a turnkey business, okay? But we have trainings online. We have live trainings, phone calls every single day to get inspiration. And we have live events and trainings and conventions. We have a huge convention coming up in September at the Gaylord Palms in Orlando. We had our convention last year at this gorgeous property, and we're going to do it again this year. 5,000 people will be present. This is where you get your motivation, your education. You learn from the top leaders. You get to pick the brains of the people that you are surrounded with all weekend long, and it's just an amazing time. This is September. I believe the 22nd through the 24th. I can't see the date, but we also have Planet Escapes. Mr. Bradley says we need some edutainment, right? He goes along, and him and his wife, and they will do maybe a 2-hour training. But the rest of the time, you get to just enjoy the property. You get to talk to the other people in the company that are there and just get ideas. This is July 30th through the 2nd at the Riviera Maya El Dorado Royale, and it's $190 a person per night. It's absolutely gorgeous, 5-star resorts. This is just a quick recap of our income, all the different streams. When you help someone join the business, you receive $50 for every person you bring in, unlimited, right? Then you get a 50% check match for every time they share this opportunity with someone. You also receive that $10 team bonus down 6 levels. You get 10% overrides on your personal travel commissions and matrix pay, and you receive that matrix pay yourself, $4 per person per month. Amazing. And then that director bonus, guaranteed income once you have a team of at least 100 ITAs. So how do I get started? I am so glad you asked, because it is only $199.90. I love saying that. $199.90 to get started with 2 businesses you get at your hands, okay? $59.90 a month to keep your business going. So breaking this down, the $199.90, Planet Marketing gets $19.95 of that, okay? That gives you the opportunity to sell the travel business. You get to share this with as many people as you want. You share the travel business, you get your own website. $19.95 a month goes to Planet Marketing. And then $179.95 goes to IntelliTravel. That gives you the ability to sell the travel, okay? So you get to earn commissions on your travel sales. You get the VIP travel benefits. You get your very own website to share with your clients. You get the ability to connect with the vendors. You get errors and omissions insurance, the marketing material, so much more. You keep going on and on. $39.95 goes to IntelliTravel once a month also. So $199.90 to get started, and $59.90 a month to keep your business going. So now it's up to you to make a decision, okay? You're either 1, 2, or 3. We have 3 types of people. 3 say thank you, no thank you. We know it's not for everybody, and that's okay. All right, we appreciate you for being here today. We still have over 100 people on here with us today. We appreciate you checking this out. If it's not what you are interested in, you have to know somebody who's either overworked, underpaid, or just loves to travel. Please refer them to the person that sent you here, because this might just be what they're looking for, right? Or next time you go to book your travel, use the person that sent you here and ask them to quote you. Give them a chance, okay? Number 2 is you love what you're seeing, but you have a few questions. We would love to answer your questions here today. And, if your money's a little funny right now, just go back to the person that sent you here and just let them know what your obstacle is, and they will be able to guide you. Number 1, you're ready to go. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to get you in the system. We want to do it today, so you have time to just go ahead and dive into. You'll get instant access to your education, setting up your website. You'll have instant access to all of that. So we'd love for you to get started today. So go back to the person that sent you here and ask them to help you get registered, and we would like to welcome you to the place, the best place on the planet. But let me go ahead and bring back on here this lady that you heard from in the beginning. I don't think she had a proper introduction, okay? She is the number 8 income earner in the company. All right. You guys heard about all the travel information from her. She's the #8 income earner in the company. She is my mentor who helped me get started in this business. She absolutely is leading the way for so many in the business, and she is a founding director, was in since day one, so she has all that information for us. I'm going to bring back on here Miss JP Watkins.
Well, Miss Cindy Brueggemann, again, moments away from your $250,000 ring. I remember the day you heard this for the first time. I remember your application hitting the system. I remember Coach Rollins' application hitting the system, moments away from $250,000. For people, let's just have a discussion really quick, briefly, because we want to get some questions answered. So go ahead and type in the chat your questions, because one of the things we want you to know, this is the best time you could be looking at this presentation. When the economy constricts, network marketing expands. I want to repeat that. When the economy constricts, network marketing expands. Why is that? When people are told they can't show up for work, you cannot come here, and they don't have any relief. Their boss may not have in place relief or a severance package. People look for options. The same people that we may have talked to months ago who may have said no, now say yes, because they now understand, you know what, you said it could happen, it has happened. There are people that I've talked to, Ms. Brueggemann, Mr. Rollins, who've been laid off. There are people who they work in large areas, call centers, where there are lots of people. They don't want to go to those call centers right now. They don't want to be around groups of people like that right now. It's not safe. I know people who are driving Uber. They're not wanting to drive right now because of the people that are coming in and out of their vehicle. They don't want to be exposed. The same people that this did not make sense to a month ago, it makes sense today. And so we want those people to take action right now. Because we want you, no matter what Ms. Brueggemann, Mr. Rollins, or myself do for the next 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, our residual check is the same. The company will still pay us residually for the team we've built. That those members of our team are not quitting the business. Why? Because those people understand when the travel bans are lifted, they're booking because everybody wants to go now. They didn't get a chance to go for spring break. They're going to go for summer. They're going to go for fall and winter. So here's the time to plant the seed, y'all. Mr. Philip Rollins, as a husband, as a father, you have to be that provider. What do you have to say to the fellas that many times say, oh, that business is good for my wife?
Right. Yeah, and you know, you hear that all the time. I mean, and you know, it's from a lack of education, right? It's a lack of understanding. I mean, because when you know better, you do better. And like I always ask those men, well, what do you got going on that could, you know, put $100,000 in your household, you know, from the comfort of your home or your phone? I mean, let me know. But a lot of guys that say that, they don't even have a plan. You know, they just, you know, they kind of just been taught to, you know, go get this good job and, you know, break your back. And when you can't do anything anymore, then you can't make any more money. If you're no good to the company, then they're going to take you out. But over here, I mean, we do need more fellas to step up. Coach Watkins, in my opinion, and, you know, work smarter. I mean, it's 2020, you know, people still running around talking about pyramid scams and schemes and, you know, things like that. That's just from a lack of understanding. But I tell you what, a lot of people get so caught up and they're going to miss this, right? Just like you say, people are loading up, people are still booking travel because this too shall pass. And when it passes, guess what? It's going to be a travel boom. But so many people are focused on the travel, Coach Watkins, that they miss what this thing is really about. And what it's really about is the people. Like our founder, Mr. Donald Bradley, he created this thing for ordinary people to be able to earn extraordinary income. And that's what this thing is all about. So talking to the fellas, guys, I mean, let's put some of those egos to the side. Let's sit down and have some real conversations. And we can show you how you can be able to bring this type of income home for you and your family. Because guess what? We don't know how much time that we have, fellas. You don't know how much time that you have. But guess what? You want to be able to spend more time with things that means the most to you. So that's why you want to get involved with this thing and don't keep saying that this will be good for my wife, because no, this will be good for you as well. Coach Watkins, back to you. And also you get to leave that legacy.
leave that legacy. I see so many men working under the principle Mr. Bradley talked to me that want to work hard but not smart. Not that men aren't smart, not that you're not smart, but it's like the physical labor or the hours mean that you're macho. Coach Rollins, if you're able to make 10 grand, you're making over 10 grand a month and you're not out there digging ditches. I mean, again, you've leveraged the time and talent of other people. So there's a difference between working just physically hard and then mentally smart. You got to learn how to combine the two, hard work, but also understanding leverage and residual income. So guys, it doesn't mean you're less macho because you do it from your home computer. Miss Cindy Brueggemann, someone said, how soon do I make money? And about the training. Would you agree that when you were going through those surgeries, healing, you were able to get onto those certification webinars? You were able to do those education. Now that there are a lot of people who are home for the next week or two, isn't this the perfect time to become educated and acclimated to their travel business?
Absolutely, definitely. And I can definitely vouch for that. I remember getting my first paycheck the following week after I joined the business. I immediately started sharing this with others, and I was able to make my investment back my first week in my paycheck. I shared it with a few people, they shared it with a few people, and that $200 was back immediately. So that's how quick you can get paid if you work immediately. So, and now you have the time. And I remember I had my first surgery exactly a week after I joined the business. So I had to get busy because I knew that, with pain medicine, I'd be up for a couple weeks before I got back at it. So it's just the best time right now. If you're going to be home, you can choose to go and watch Netflix or choose to go watch some Disney education and make something for yourself. So definitely take advantage of it. Yeah, take advantage of it because, what's going on in the world right now is temporary, and we're going to come out on the boom at the end of this, a big boom at the end, and we're going to be ready to be booking travel, and sharing this opportunity with others right now is going to be massive because people realize that they need a second stream of income, and they're going to be looking for something, and this is the perfect place for us to be.
We're going to wrap it up here. But Warren Buffett has said, when everyone else is buying, you sell. When everyone else is selling, you buy. And it's a wealth principle. In fact, I saw an article about a couple that have made 6 figures right now from Clorox wipes. They got all these Clorox wipes. They're selling them on Amazon. They've made 6 figures. But I always pay attention to who's paying attention when things are going on in the world. Are you thinking with your consumer cap on or your merchant cap? I'm always looking at the people who think from a consumer perspective. See, for me, as an entrepreneur in the travel industry, I understand, Ms. Brueggemann, there is going to be a huge boom after this. That is why anybody who's listening, and I have a lot of people who are listening. I've been talking to Brandy Holmes, Miss Judy Van Dyke, Stephanie Atwater Kelly, Willie Mae Ellery, Cheryl Smith, all of these ladies, Robin Seidel, they're now signing up people left and right, because what we're trying to do is to get people to look as a merchant, not a consumer. If you are a merchant right now, your antennas are up. If you're a merchant right now, this is the time you plant seeds, because on the other side of this, everybody is traveling. The people who couldn't go want to go. Do you have a vehicle in place? And so, Coach Rollins, what would be your closing thoughts for timing and positioning in a time such as this?
I mean, it is what you just said. I mean, it's true timing and positioning, and that's one thing that I could tell people, because they constantly looking for it, they constantly going from this thing to that thing. Well, I could tell you what, this thing was created for people to get involved with it right now and put themselves in a great position to have long-term passive residual income. And so what I would tell that person that's looking in for the first time, get in position. Not now, but right now. Because just like you said, I mean, when everybody is selling, you should be buying or buying, selling. Like that means that guys, they're gonna have two type of people that's gonna come out of this thing. They're gonna have people that's gonna take some losses, but then they're gonna have a lot of people that put themselves in place to take some gains. And that's what this thing is all about: putting yourself in position inside of something that's proven. Right? Well, we got so many different stories of people being able to donate their jobs. I didn't say retire and all that type of stuff. I said they've been able to donate their jobs back to corporate America, guys. And we just on a mission to help as many people as we possibly can do exactly that, bring in that passive residual income into their household. So don't get started now, but get started right now. Coach Watkins, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Rollins. Miss Cindy Brueggemann, timing and positioning to place your family in position for success. Your closing thoughts.
The timing positioning of this business itself is the perfect timing right now because of the timing positioning of the company. Not the best time to get into a company is between the concentration phase and momentum phase, and that's exactly where we're at. I understood that when I joined the business 3 years ago, and we are still in the same place. So a timing position is amazing. And back in the Great Depression, the most millionaires have been created, okay, in the economy up until modern times. And that's what's going to happen. You have the timing positioning of getting into this company with the company's positioning plus the economy's positioning. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Do not let this pass you by. Get in now because it's a golden lottery ticket. You got to just dive in on it, cash it in, and run with this because this could be your once in a lifetime opportunity.
Thank you both for offering your words of wisdom. Thank you for serving the team. As I close out today, what I understand is statistically, more people will be ruined by the economy, not the virus. And that's what really touches my heart, is that more people will be affected and ruined, not because of the virus, not because they were impacted physically, but because they were impacted financially. We've got to stop that. We've got to help more people. If you are concerned about helping people to physically be okay, that's admirable. That's what we do person to person to help this world be a better place. But I would love for each one of us to also be concerned about our neighbors feeding their children in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Guys, I'm concerned about our financial future. And if you don't have a vehicle in place right now, I'm afraid for what may happen. So I want you to take action. Get back with the person who invited you. You're a 1, a 2, or a 3. Text them the number 1 if you're ready to go. Or put number 1 in the chat below. Text them the number 2 if you have questions. We will get those answered. Text them the number 3 if it's not for you. And for the people it's not for, we still respect your decision because we understand that there are just some people who it's not going to be for. But we want everybody to come out of this with a vehicle for residual and passive income. So no matter what hits your desk, no matter if you're fired, let go, downsize, right, it doesn't matter. You have a vehicle in place, a viable vehicle. So get back with the person who invited you. Get started, not now, but right now. We invite you to the best place on the planet. We'll see you at the beach, we'll see you at the bank, and we'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Have an amazing afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Good night.